Friends, we back outside. We made it. Workout number 2. Almost done. I done cooked. I done did a load of laundry. I need to get my clothes prepared for this week so that I can be totally prepared without any excuses as to why I can't get where I need to be on time. But I think that is going to be a tomorrow's task, because for the most part, all of my stuff is together. As far as workout clothes is concerned, it's only a matter of choosing the right outfit. What do I want to wear tomorrow? I don't know. We'll figure it out. See y'all later, Get Fit fam. Have a good night. Good morning, Get Fit family. So today is day 2 of the 75 hard challenge. I got to get used to saying that. But day 2 of the challenge. And this morning I got up and did a 45-minute yoga and stretch because I am sore. Like, my legs are sore. My lower body in particular is very, very sore right now. So did that today, and we got PT this afternoon. So I'll pick you guys up later. All right, Get Fit fam. So we are on day 2 of the 75 hard challenge. Man, I had PT today. So in PT, my therapist decided to switch some things up. Usually I take PT as one of my workouts for the day, but since we're doing this challenge and outside is a requirement, we outside. So 3rd workout of the day-ish, but you know what? Everything's going fine. And day 2. Thank y'all. See you later. So you want to hear something funny? So I stopped to fix my ankle brace, and I had to put all the straps on and everything. I got my headphones on, and the song I was listening to, it kind of tweaked the sound a little bit, the way they mixed it. And the song goes, "Strap around the ankle." And I was like, who is this behind me? It was nobody. It was the song, "Shake It Like a Salt, Shake It Like a Salt Shaker." Yeah. I took one ear out so I can hear the people. So day 3 of 75 soft. You cannot, friends, you cannot skip stretching. Okay? We're older now. So hopping out the bed, turning our swag on, don't work no more. Go ahead, get down on the floor, and get your stretch on. So I'm about to stretch so we can start day 3. Get Fit fam, what it do? What it is though? I don't know. Is that what they used to say? What up though? That's it. Anyway, today is day 3 of 75 hard. Guys, I got my workout in this morning. I got my water in this morning. Y'all already drank 32 ounces of water. And salt shaker. 32 ounces of water I have drank this morning. And water intake is very difficult for me when it's a gallon. Like, that expectation of a gallon, I was like, dang, that's probably where I'm going to feel it. But no, it's been 3 days. So far, so good. Yeah, so let's see. Yesterday, I had physical therapy. And I will say, PT yesterday was different because my therapist is out, so I had her, I think it was her boss working with me yesterday, and he was like, we're going to switch some things up. And I was like, no, I don't want to switch things up. I want to keep things the same because I know it. But yeah, he switched some stuff up for me, and I was feeling it when I went home. He did do a manual massage on my leg, and man, that pressure was I told him, I was like, I'm trying to tough it out, but you gonna have to let up on this pressure, bro. But it was cool. It was cool. I really liked him. He was really cool. But yeah, did different things yesterday. So when I got home and got ready to go on my walk, I was a little bit sore, and so I don't know if it was just from doing the new exercises or you know, just the massage and the pressure that I had, but whatever the case may be, I felt good, but I was sore. So I did go ahead and get on that walk. Like, I went ahead and did that walk. There wasn't nothing to it but to do it. Hold on, let me get out the neighborhood. I'll turn y'all back on. All right, yeah. So I went ahead and got my walk in, and I'm really proud of myself, because these 2 workouts that's the hard part for me. That right there is the hard part. Not having the alcohol, I'm okay. Happy hour is just gonna look a little different. The nutrition, I'm getting that. But the gallon of water, I'm getting that too. But having 2 workouts twice a day, 45 minutes, one having to be outside. Y'all saw how that went day 1. Like, having to be outside day 1 was so hard, because it was raining. It was a storm outside, apparently. And the sun came out later, and I was able to go outside, so it worked itself out. But what if it doesn't work out? Then I'm in that zone of, dang, I failed the day because of, I couldn't go outside. But there's always a way. There's always a way. I have an elliptical in my garage that doesn't really work. However, it still functions and glides. It doesn't turn on. That's what I should say. It doesn't turn on. But it still glides. It still does all the things, but just without power. So I still can go outside, technically, in my garage, open up the garage, and I'm outside, and still get that workout in, regardless if it's raining outside or not. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and clean that off and all that good stuff. Make sure there's no itsy bitsy spiders roaming around anywhere. And we'll have that to look forward to on the days where I can't go outside. Now, it is summertime. It's going to be hot. So I got to mentally prepare myself for that. What else have I noticed? I'm sleeping a lot better. I'm sleeping a lot better. Yeah, having to read a nonfiction book, and so I got this book. What is it called? I think it's called "Everything Happens for a Reason," and it's just talking about how, like, life events shape you into the person that you are, and increases your faith and all that good stuff. And so it's a good read. But reading something that's that comforting before bed every night, I have no problems going to sleep and getting a good night's rest. As long as my husband has the thermostat set to Iceland or Alaska. So anyway, so that's how it's been going the past 3 days. What else did I do? I made hamburgers for dinner on Sunday, which was day 1. I made turkey burgers for dinner, and then we still have those left over. So apparently that was a lot, and there are a total of 10 people in my house, including my grandchildren, and everybody ate, and we still have leftovers to today. So what I have done. Yesterday, I took, I weighed the patties. The patties were 5 ounces each. So yesterday I took two of those patties, along with some lettuce, cucumber, some tomato. What else did I have? And Italian dressing. Dang, I left my dressing at home. So that was my lunch for yesterday. Since we still have some left over today, that's going to be my lunch for today. And then tonight, I think I'm going to make some, do the ground turkey and make some taco meat and put those on a couple of tortillas. I have the little small low carb tortillas that are probably like this big around, and make me some small, what do you call those things? Those things are called quesadillas. Make a couple of those with some sour cream or something. But yeah, I'm tracking my food, I'm tracking my water, trying to be more intentional on doing that. And then we gonna get this thing. We gonna start moving the scale. I weigh myself every day, and so my weight, we are at, I believe, like, I think it was 0.9 down from yesterday. But since I got this new scale and they sent me a little weekly update, which I think is behind because it didn't sync, I was down like 4 pounds since I got the scale. However, I started at 294 and I'm at 286 today. So my weight does fluctuate from day to day, as does everyone's. So just as long as it's not like a huge increase, then we're okay. But a pound or two, okay. You know, that means sometimes that just means you gotta go poopy. So make sure you stay regular and continue to watch my fiber and all the intakes and all that good stuff to keep me regular and all that. So yes, we talk about regularity here. All right, friends, let me go ahead and get on to work, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. All right, Gifted fam, so we are in the kitchen. Hopefully you can hear me because my son is playing the TV. But we are gonna cook some Chipotle bowls today. I don't have some of the ingredients, so I'm gonna use what I got. Okay? Okay, so let me show you what I got. Again, I got some Rotel tomatoes, corn, some chilies, and some Chipotle peppers, and black beans. Then, of course, I'm going to cook the rice and the chicken. Okay? So I'll be back and show y'all how I put this together. I feel like everyone should know how to make a Chipotle bowl because it is just like the easiest thing. So I have some red onions that I had diced up in my freezer. So I'm adding that to a pan that I'm going to put the black beans in. Then I also have a pan that I'm going to add some corn into, along with some of the green chilies and like salt and pepper to both pans, just, you know, to taste. Like, figure it out. You know what you want, how much salt you usually use, and pepper too. So just season it to your liking. I also have some chicken that is defrosted and dried, and so I am going to put all the seasonings on there. So I have some poultry seasoning, some onion powder, garlic powder, adobo, and some Sazon seasoning. So adding all that together, I'm going to put a little capful of olive oil in there as well, just to give it something to hold on to before I throw it in the pan. All right, so I got my seasoned chicken, added it to the pan so we can pan sear it. And then I'm boiling my rice over there to the left. And I also have cut up my Chipotle peppers so that I can add that to the pan with the Rotel tomatoes and the diced chicken once it's done. All right, so here we go. Some cilantro lime rice. All I used was this cilantro because I didn't have any fresh. And then some lime juice. And then here's the chicken with the Rotel and the peppers and the chilies. Then the corn and the black beans. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. So I'm going to make my plate and make me some lunch for tomorrow, and then let everybody can have at it as far as the dinner is concerned. So I know. So let me do that, and then I need to go get my outdoor workout in before the night is over. So one thing we're doing different with this challenge is portion control. We are watching what we're eating and how we're fueling our body. So I decided to start measuring out the amount of food that I'm taking in, and that way it'll help me keep track a little bit better about how many ounces of whatever it is that I'm eating. Now, in doing this for the past week, I have noticed that my protein is lacking. So I think going forward for this week, I am going to increase my protein, decrease my carbs, and see if we can have any improvements with my overall performance with my workout. So This is something that'll be interesting to see. A little experiment for me. You know, I'm a scientist sometimes. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm really looking forward to it. So I really like the fact that I portioned out everything for this past week, and it has been really, really simple and easy to do. Okay, so this is the meal that I made that you guys see, and just a little bit over 22 ounces, so that's what we're gonna roll with. And then I just need to make one more. All right, friends, we are almost done with the last step, the last exercise of the night for 75 hard. I see some lightning off in the distance. I don't know what it is about me needing to come outside and get my outdoor workout in, and then it wants to start to rain. Like, why are you doing this to me? But you know what? I'm almost done. I probably got about 15-20 minutes left, and we'll be done with this. So I'm gonna finish this, and I just want to say thank you all for following along with this journey. I hope you enjoyed the cook with me part of the video, and I'll pick you guys up in a few days. Have a good day. Bye.